Okay, I'm going to talk through an Illari game I just had. This is going to be quick play, and what's going on here is I'm putting together footage for my Ana guide, and when I run into a map or situation that I feel like is already covered by my existing Ana content, then I play Illari just to practice, because I actually just unlocked her. Yeah, so the funny thing here is I have a ton of defense maps on Ana already, so and when I get defense, I'm usually playing Illari here just to practice her out. I was kind of throwing for a bit, but these are quick play games anyway, and this is the best one I have so far. So I'm just talking through it. I don't consider this a guide or anything, just showing you like how I think about the hero and what I think is good about her, and talking through like how I project she's going to end up being played as things keep scaling into the higher ranks, even though she's already has a super high win rate across all ranks, I believe. So for starters here, I'm going to turn the sound down. I would note that pylon placement is so important, super important. If your pylon goes down, I think a ton of your value goes down. And I think that a lot of players, I would say 90, and when I say a lot, I mean like 99.9% of players are probably improving spots as they go, which is fine because the hero just released. But I'm pretty sure like one season from now, only 50% of people are going to be improving, if that. And in 2 seasons from now, I bet less than 10% of people are going to be improving, because I bet there's going to be like guides out there for like what are the best pylon spots. But I think at a high level, I don't think you can be improving pylon spots regularly. So you can see that I'm starting here. I'm like, hey, look, I'm trying to figure out like, is this actually a good spot? Because like it's got pretty good line of sight, but I don't know how a good feel for how far it goes out. But I'm actually gonna check this and be like, oh wait, this is not gonna work. Like I look from the other side, I'm like, okay, this is definitely not gonna work. So I'm gonna change it right away to that spot, which I think is okay. I mean, is what it is. I think that Route 66 doesn't feel like it has good pylon spots. I may regret this when later on somebody has a great video on this, but you can see that any spot that covers this area does not cover this area, which is where you also really need the healing, and vice versa, right? Anything that covers here, like I could put a pylon back here and be great for up here, but then there's no frontline support whatsoever. So there's no place that covers here and here that is not vulnerable from main. And I think pylons also are going to change spots depending what the enemy lineup is. Like some people, like Reaper for example, you could put a pylon in line of sight, they'll just never be able to kill it because they do so little damage. Like if you put a pylon here, a Reaper's not going to sit here and fire like 20 shots to kill that pylon at this distance. This is not going to happen. So it's going to vary a bit based on the types of heroes that they have. Also simultaneously, they have a lot of flying heroes. Putting pylons down low can actually be a sneaky way to get it survive longer. Anyway, we're going to start here. Similar to how I play a lot of supports, I think like, hey, healing first, damage second, which doesn't mean that I don't do damage. I actually do a lot of damage. So I'm, probably on average higher skill level than the vast majority of quick play players, but I'm like doing as much or more damage than the DPS on a pretty consistent basis. But I still think, hey, heal first, damage second, depending on the situation. Like right now, I'm not healing because I know my diva is not in any real danger, and I want to just start the damage cooldown right away. So your damage cooldown, your railgun, I'm gonna call it railgun. Your left click railgun charges independently of your healing. I lied. It does not charge independently of healing. Your healing charges independently of your damage. So your damage is not going to cool down. I was trying to remember which way it was. Your damage does not cool down while you are healing, but your healing will cool down while you are doing damage. As a general note, but it's something to think about. So just poking away. The first point's not going to be super exciting. We're going to get rolled here. So our diva gets punched off the map, at which point I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. So I'm going to kind of juke both ways here because I'm expecting him to try to get me off. So I'm trying to see if he's going to commit to it. I start taking a lot of damage here, so I'm going to have to eventually outburst to get away. Farther than I want to. Poke him in the back. Some more poking. I'm like, okay, cool. Now the Cassidy drops, so I'm trying to fit the Cassidy, but I'm scared the Cassidy's going to turn on me, which is why I take cover for a second. Pocket Lucio through it. All right, we at least traded tanks, but then we just lost our junk, so it's a 3-on-4 right now. I want to kill the Zen, but I realize I have no ammo. This is a big problem I have with Illari. I forget about the ammo part of her kit, which throws me off, because I would have 100% killed that Zen if I didn't have to worry about ammo right there. Ana's got high ground control against me. I get the Mega reset. So hopefully I'm thinking here to put another pylon down. I just don't know where to put it. So I put it in the back line. That's nice and safe. Again, safer pylons, less likely to be broken, but give you less value. Forward pylons give you more value, but more likely to be broken. So I feel like we probably can't hold the high ground for too long, which is why I put on the back. I outburst when I start climbing, and stuff like this becomes intuitive, like instinctual once you start playing hero a lot. Like I start climbing here before I'm like, wait, I should just outburst up top, and that slows me down. If I'd been up top right now, I would have already been up here. No, I couldn't save her anyway, but I would have been up high ground already to try to trade out for her. Healing Lucio. So I'm going to run up this stair despite exposure to the right because I'm trying to get to the cover on the left, but I think I probably should have stayed here, actually, now thinking about it. Yeah, I actually made a mistake coming up here. So we're all low. I realize the pylon's not helping anybody back here, so I think I reset it in a second. Yep, I reset it here. Is it a great spot? No, but like it's the only spot that's going to heal anybody right now. Waiting, punch out, miss the Hanzo. Keep the D.Va alive. Our D.Va really needs to go somewhere, like fight right now, but he's just getting punched off constantly by the Doom. I ate the purple because I'm trying to take this space right now. I probably should have waited. I just feel like if we don't take the space, we're screwed. But I walk into the purple and then we're screwed. I outburst and then I go too high here. So as a reminder, when you outburst, the amount of time that you hold it depends on your height, right? So if you hold it for longer, you go higher, versus if you tap it briefly, you don't go as high. I go way too high here, which could result in me getting blown out of the air. All right, so that's the first point, which is not particularly exciting. Second point comes around. I'm looking for a pylon location. I'm going to stick it right here. The idea, it's right in front of me, the idea being this is going to heal anyone on this side, but it is exposed to tunnel, but not so exposed. Oh, God. Unlucky. Like, just enough of this pokes out right now that I think it's hittable. Yep. Yeah, this is very unfortunate, because otherwise this is a really good spot for pylon. But it's going to die. I know it's going to die anyway, obviously, because I play this game. But just a note for that. Well, I'm trying to think of the spots here. So I see the Lucio's low. I'm trying to figure out if he's going to die instantly or not. I should have dropped down right away and healed him. He can get extremely low. He gets all the way purpled. Does survive, just barely. Right, Lucio comes down. I heal him up. Great. Again, Illari, super good burst healer. I think he heals 120 or 150 health a second, something nuts. Highest heal rate in the game, without modifiers. Excluding ultimates. Zenyatta heals for 300 health a second. Alright, so just healing up the Ashe. I realize, hey look, the pylon's dead. Because I'm like, wait, why is she not getting healed? But I can't do it because it's like a 13-second long cooldown. Right, just poking a little bit. Ashe is going to die there. I probably could have saved her here. Yeah, oh no, I'm throwing the pylon, so it's tough, but yeah, I could have saved her. So they have tunnel control, so now we're losing a lot, right? So we're losing tunnel control, we have main control right now, but there's a double flank on the left, including 2 snipers, right, the Ana and the Hanzo. So I have to be careful. I'm trying to hold them back right now. Like, I could escape right now, but I'm trying to intentionally prevent them from coming out here and getting picks on my team. Because I feel like I'm in a decent spot to duel here. I outburst once the Hanzo, so Ana, sure, I'll fight her. Once the Ana and Hanzo, like you see the Hanzo's now looking at me, now I'm out of here. So I'm going to go low ground. So they're being dove, which is great. I reload, poke the Ana, poke, great. I mean, like, this is just staggered away. She's purple. I expect it to expire sooner. Go back up, and now I think, well, okay, this pylon spot didn't work, so where am I going to rotate it now? But I realize my team is playing very forward, so I'm looking for a forward pylon here, I think. I think I'm literally looking around right now for a pylon spot. I have no idea what I'm doing, but yeah. I'm thinking through the angles, so I remember now. So I was thinking, when can they see this pylon? And the answer is too early. This is a bad spot as well. So I was thinking that it was like, if I tuck it in more, I think it would be okay, right? Because I'm trying to get in a spot where it can see here. But no matter what, this is still bad spots. I'm just showing you like my progression. Having never played Route 66 before with Illari, like I'm trying to think through like where the heck can I actually put this that's going to work. Obviously, there's safe spots, right? This wall right here is obviously like a really good, easy spot, but it's still exposed to tunnel. Right? And it has no exposure on the front line. So I'm intentionally, and this is really important when you're learning heroes, trying to limit test, figure out how much can you get away with, right? Going for undervalue things makes it really hard to determine why you lost. I'd rather lose because a pylon was too far forward than a pylon was too far backwards, because that helps me understand, like, what can I get or can I get away with. I assume he walks into a trap there. Again, nothing super exciting in this game so far, but it's going to get a little more exciting. Reload. Oh. I cancel. Oh, you can cancel reload, which I just realized. Right? And I was like, oh shoot, and I go for the heal, which I think was a right call. Alright, finally reload. I realized my team's playing really forward. Like, we're playing a divey lineup with Lucio and D.Va, and then the Junk's playing really far forward too. He's playing like a more brawly divey style than he is a spam style. Doomfist stun cart, I don't really care about him. Poke. Alright, great. Some Umber dies. Heal up. Oh, I see somebody. Oh, there you go. This is a fully charged headshot? I think it's a fully charged headshot. Yeah, so that's 150 damage right there. He just instantly dies. 156. Yeah, He has 81, but a body shot wouldn't have killed him. Body shot only does 75. But stuff like that, I think if you want to climb Illari, you'd be so good at no-scope headshots. But if you played like Ana before, if you played Cassidy, I think it comes very naturally. So just chilling right now, waiting for them to set up. Again, notice the forward pylon location. So from here, it can't be attacked by this location. It can be attacked by tunnel, but only once they get all the way out to here. And for main, they can kill it pretty much right away. So this is actually not that great a location. I think I should probably commit to putting it on this side of the thing so that only tunnel can shoot it, and only if they come out pretty far, versus putting it here, because I think it can get actually poked down really easily. So I see the Doom coming for me. So the timing of outburst is very important. You do it too early, and people can still follow you with the dive. I'm outbursting after he's on top of me, but I am going to die here. No, this is not going for me. I'm going to die later. Alright, looking. I can't get a lot of value down here, which is really unfortunate. So I'm looking for someone to heal here, because I know that the Ashe is critical, and the fight's been going on long enough. I assume somebody here is low, but in fact, the pylon's doing a pretty good job keeping people up. I could have just shot and killed the Zen here. Beats popped, which causes me to advance. Nope, they counter trance. Alright, that's fine. So I'm just chilling right now. Nothing super interesting happening. I headshot the Doom on the way in. I body shot him again. Body shot him again. So I pop ulti here because I actually thought we were in danger, because I figured trance has been going on so long. So typically after trance, if their whole team is alive, they usually have an advantage because they're all full health usually. So that's why I pop Sunburst to try to counter it, but I'm like, oh wait, actually this is completely unnecessary. I'm gonna hit the mage just for fun. It needs 90 damage to trigger Sunstruck, which is a body shot plus a melee, right? 75 plus 30, or obviously if anybody else helps you. Reset again. Again, I don't really like this. Love this pylon spot. Chilling. Cassidy, body shot him, just discourage him. Really, really important to do that poking, prevent him from taking that spot. My team's rotated there, so as soon as my team rotates up here, you notice I stop looking at the tunnel, right? Now I start looking this way, because no one's coming out of tunnel with D.Va and Lucio standing in front of them. It's like not physically possible. Mei kills my pylon. I'm like, oh shoot. I go up, and my goal here is I want to force Mei ice block out nice and early so we can get the kill. The reason being is most of our team is trapped over here, and so I understand that she is alone right now. So I want to force cooldown so we can get a kill and then stagger her. Right? Get her low. Great. Zarya comes out, dodges the right click. That hits behind me. Want to kill the Mei, except I notice the D.Va's low, so I kill her first. I throw pylon up top because it's coming off cooldown right now. 3, 2, 1. Right? I do one shot, throw the pylon. So you see that by the time I finish throwing the pylon, I have the shot again. Like stuff like this is really important, like APM wise, right? I can throw a pylon right away as soon as I finish this, but I want my shot first to give me a chance to get a second shot in, especially knowing Mei doesn't have ice block and there are no supports here. Ice block, heal her back up. I should have fired a shot first. Right, shot, killed Mei. I'm looking, right? I take that shot, which is the Illari shooting me in the back. I immediately outburst, because I think she actually could have killed me here. No, she couldn't have. Actually, what hits me here? Is it not the Mei? Is it not the Illari? Maybe it's the Mei that hits me. It's weird. It's also, I took 112 damage, which is a very weird amount of damage. Kill Cassidy, great. I hear the Ana, I'm pinging her in the back because I want the stagger kill. I reload. Thankfully I remember. We find the Ana. I headshot her, by the way, on the way down. This is why, by the way, jumping is so bad. Like, even in this situation, this is not a real jump, but it's a knockback. But because she's moving in a predictable line, like, I snap and headshot her in the air. Like, this is the... If this doesn't tell you why jumping is bad, nothing will. Like, think about how little time I have to react to this. And that still was a headshot. Because when you start approaching higher levels, anything moving in a predictable path is an easy headshot to anyone once they reach, like, Masters and GM. It's, like, very, very easy. Which is why you should never jump when you're in a duel 99% of the time. Tanks actually is one of the weird exceptions to this. Alright, so they play up here. I could retreat back this way, but there's no cover when I go down here. So at this point, especially the pylon here, I'm actually going to play up, knowing my D.Va's up. Because I'm up here, I can heal the D.Va and apply damage pressure, and I have some cover in this situation. And if I need to escape, I can always outburst out this way. So, trying to get some early proc. I ate that right click, which is bad. They're going to kill my pylon, unfortunate. Right, I've now injured the Illari a ton. She's down to 30 health, so I don't have to worry about her. Headshot the Zarya. I had to reload. Unfortunately, I could have killed the Illari. I didn't expect the people to peek right there. D.Va gets popped. Mei ultimate gets popped on me. That's like a crazy Mei. I had no idea where it was. Oh, she was like on top of us. What the heck? I like did not hear this at all. Yeah, I completely didn't hear this. So I get all over here. I somehow don't die. This is something I've gotten better at too, which is when I need healing, I reposition my pylon right away. Before, I was like too hesitant to relocate my pylon because I'm like, oh, if I put it in a good spot, I'm leaving it in a good spot. But like, I think the right call is to be selfish for the pylon. If you need the pylon to stay alive, like obviously you should pop the pylon to stay alive. Keep the diva up here, so she walls us off. All right, great. I pop Captive Sun. I'm trying to come in and try to trade for my diva because I assume I'm gonna lose mech here. I pop it. My timing is slightly off here, but I didn't know how long I could hold this for, so I was a little nervous. Yeah, see? If I waited another like 3/4 of a second, I would have gotten both of them. Kill the Junkrat. Zap the May. Keep the Junk alive. That's a big save right there. So Junk lives here. Bubble eats one. Oh, I didn't even see the May get trapped. Oh man, I could have killed the May right there. But I get the Ana super low right now. So body shot, headshot. Again, how important is it to not jump? Almost kill her right there. Lucio goes, and then we get the kill. I would note, again, do not jump. Right? Like, don't jump because it makes it so easy to headshot you. Though I obviously should have killed the May. So this is a big moment right here. So I'm trying to stay alive, putting pressure on the back line. I think this is like a good example of like, I think the good design of Overwatch 2 over Overwatch 1, where in Overwatch 1 it would just be like funnel resources into your tanks. In Overwatch 2, supports can make plays, right? Lucio and me are the only two people that are out right now, I think. Yeah, we're literally the only two people out here, and this pylon has done a lot of work keeping me alive. And then us two kill the Ana, right? And then I'm going to get chased by the Zarya, so I'm going to outburst away from her, so I'm going to get out of beam range. So I hear the Illari here. I reposition pylon to help me, right? Again, notice the different level, thinking level that I've had in the before, where I'm now repositioning pylon even selfishly. Obviously, this is not a great spot because it actually is going to get damaged by the Illari, but if I should have put it right here. But Beat's active right now regardless, so I'm going to kill the Zarya first. I'm looking for the Illari, but once I realize the Zarya is actually quite low, Lucio's a boss. Kill the Lucio. May's on cart, but I don't care about her. May's not a threat to kill anyone, typically speaking. So I'm just ignoring her. Kill the pylon. She kills mine. All right, the rest of my team kills the pylon. I'm looking, hit the Tracer, which causes her to instantly die. Right? This Tracer dies instantly because she gets double body shot here. Right? No headshot. Double body shot here is what kills her. Is because I'm going to shoot her at the same moment as the Ashe. So... 1, 2... Oh my god, it really is. It really is instant. She had no time to react, but she shouldn't be standing here anyway. But, again, Illari, very strong support. Get a little duel here, a little eagle duel. I know that, like, to the right, I don't have to worry about anything because my team has it under control. Like, the May's not going to kill anybody, so I'm not even worried about it. I'm just trying to get the stagger on the Illari. But I don't want her to stagger me, so as soon as she hits me for a good chunk of damage, I heal. I think that was a headshot because I took 112 damage, which is a very unusual number. Oh, because it's not a 2x modifier. That's why. I remember now. So Illari has a 1.5x headshot modifier. That's why I'm not taking 150. So it's not a one tap on a Tracer to the head. Relocate the pylon forwards now. Again, that's not actually a good spot, but yeah, this is why you do not repeat like this. So she dies right away. I outburst because I take damage here, and I'm afraid I'm going to get one shot. See, I'm 130 right now. Realistically, there's nothing here that could have one-shot me, so I actually didn't outburst. So there's a Hanzo. Headshot. I'm sort of low. I take an angle where he doesn't have a good angle to kill me, right? So you see, as soon as I take this headshot, or I think it was a Storm Arrow headshot, right here, then I use the sign to block cover, and then I take cover here, reload, and then I outburst away to prevent him from getting a clean shot on me. It does take me out of the fight for a while, which is bad. Coming back up, just chilling, nothing super exciting happening. Pylon's back up, we're stable, 30 seconds, we're in last fight territory. Body shot the Kiriko. Alright, she's low, I look for her again. So she's over there, she's unfortunately swift step, or cleansed right now, so I can't do anything. So Sunstruck's pop, so I'm going to pocket the Ashe through it. Right? Great, excellent. I have no idea what the heck's going on with the Bob. That happened in game too. That's not a replay artifact, like the Bob reset in place. But I pocket the Ashe as long as I can. Technically, I didn't need to heal that whole time because she wasn't actually taking damage, but that's so unusual, and it's really hard to react to damage when someone is stationary because they take so much, so I was just trying to keep her alive. And I don't think I really need to do a whole lot here. Yeah, this fight's over. Anyway, yeah, not a super exciting video, but I think for people who are interested in what I think of Illari or how I am like kind of learning the hero, maybe that's the interesting part here, is like how I'm learning how to play the hero, right? Thinking through things like, hey, where do I put the pylon? When do I need to outburst? What fights do I take? Like, how do I turn like that 2v3 right there when I control high ground? I think that's probably at least a little interesting to people. Okay, I'm gonna stop there.